What I'm excited to share with you is the way many people have found to get fitter and healthier, and also to make money whilst building an ongoing residual income. Now, this is a proven business model. Over 220 of us have now made over $1 million in cumulative bonuses. And in 2016, 421 people earned over $100,000 in the year. 24 earned over $1 million that year, and 4 earned over $2 million. And tens of thousands of people made lesser amounts. So it's a proven business model. Now, it's a business with a very low initial cost. Most people become a preferred customer for just $25, so they can then purchase the products at wholesale. You then purchase whatever products you wish, and they're delivered to you in a few days. And the products we have help people in 3 areas: with weight loss or weight gain, energy and performance, and youthful aging. So which of the 3 areas would you be interested in? And what health or fitness improvements would you like to experience personally? And what we find is that most people actually want all 3. I mean, most have got a couple of kilos they want to lose, most want to have more energy, and no one wants to get old and decrepit. And the products work, there's no doubt about that. They've now done over $5 billion in sales since 2002. And tens of thousands of people have transformed totally. And many have documented their transformations on social media. And we'll now watch the details of one such transformation.
Now to the story of the former Australian rugby star who took on social media and won. Front rower Matt Dunning was constantly ridiculed for his size until now. He's lost 40 kilograms, and in doing so, he's taken on the internet bullies by documenting his amazing transformation online.
This is the Matt Dunning you used to know, the big, cuddly Australian rugby prop, famous for accidentally kicking a drop goal, and never far from the headlines until injury forced an early retirement. But just look at him now.
Well, this is my tight-fitting suit from August last year, 30 centimetres off the waist, 40 kilos down.
From 130 to 90 kilos in less than 6 months, all of it bravely documented on social media, the same outlet that's poked fun at his size for years.
The response was, not what I expected. I expected a lot of, blokes especially to go hard at me and give me a hard time for doing that, doing the old selfie like Warnie did. But it's been actually quite the opposite. People have been really supportive and really encouraging.
The trigger for Dunning's incredible downsizing came when a mate snapped this photo after a cameo for the local league team.
I was pretty embarrassed, pretty disappointed. It was a bit of a light bulb moment. The photo didn't only represent the weight, but the way I sort of let myself go, and I was looking at a bloke that I didn't want to be.
35-year-old Dunning went from 25% body fat to just 11% in only 6 months.
I think we just overeat, just eat too much. You don't need to eat as much as you think you do.
And this is how he did it.
2 shakes a day, 1 meal a day. But these shakes are really high in nutrients, minerals and vitamins. And then you cleanse 4 days a month, and that's pretty much it.
To old Australian teammates like publican Bill Young, Dunning's barely recognisable.
Mate, you're the only bloke I know who's lost weight and got fit after footy. Mate, that's just embarrassing.
Yeah, I had one mate in particular come up to me and say, mate, you better not lose any more weight. I said, why is that? He goes, well, with your big mouth, mate, you'll get knocked out soon. So I've still lost the weight, I've just shut my mouth a bit more.
But there's nothing soft about the man they call Tucky, as in Friar Tuck, anymore.
Listen to halfback, work hard forwards!
He's coaching Balmain rugby by night, and by day he's started a new career in industrial real estate. He's gone from being mocked to being respected and inspiring others.
As I did when I played football, I won't take life too seriously, but I'll take what I do very seriously, hopefully.
All he needs now is a new nickname to match his new frame. Jurosen, 7 News.
And many personal trainers use and recommend Isogenics. And many have shared that they had no idea how good the products would prove to be just by looking at the ingredients list. Mary Evans, who's a personal trainer, explains in the following video how she tried them in an effort to prove another trainer wrong. She then goes on to explain how and why they work so well.
Thanks for coming today and checking out Isogenics and taking the time to really understand what it's all about. My name's Mary Evans, and I'm a personal trainer. I'm also a yoga instructor and spinning instructor. Isagenix came into my life about 2 years ago, and I gotta be honest, I did it to prove another trainer wrong. When I heard the word cleanse, it scared me. I think quick fix, and I've valued my profession on the fact that quick fixes are not a part of it. It's a lifestyle change, and that's what I endorsed. It was in December, and my family and I were going to the Caribbean for Christmas. Had lost about 6.5 pounds. Didn't expect to do that, but I did. Lost about 6.5 pounds. I felt like I was pretty healthy and about my weight range anyway, but felt darn good in my bikini over that vacation. Came back to work. I'd been working now for 2 or 3 weeks, and my clients noticed the difference. And they said to me, hey, I want what you had before Christmas. Whatever you were doing, I want it. And then that's where the light went off, and I did my homework. What I found out is that Isagenix really addresses 2 major issues that in the fitness industry I had never addressed before, and they are environmental toxicity and nutritional depletion. Basically, we live in a world that's inundated with chemicals. You know, everywhere we look. And for the most part, we can't get away from them. We take them in wherever we are, whether it's the commercially grown fruits and vegetables. Did you know that on average, 72 herbicides and pesticides in our fruits and vegetables? Our farm-raised livestock, to get them to the market faster, they're injected with steroids, hormones, and antibiotics to keep them healthy to get them there. It's just crazy, and all those things are going into our system. The bottom line is when you're at the age of 6, you have all the fat cells that your body is going to be producing. Okay, but as we introduce these toxins into our system, hormones, antibiotics, you name it, that's coming into the body, the liver produces more fat to protect us from those toxins. So it's a storage area for the toxins. You know, let's just look at the weight loss issue here. For people that are trying to lose weight, here's what they do. They cut calories. And I told them to. Well, here's what's happening. They're cutting calories out of an already nutritionally bankrupt food system. They're cutting that back. The body's already craving more. Then they take even more away from it. The body basically goes into starvation mode. That's why they will drop the weight, but it comes right back on when they reintroduce the food and more, because the body is not getting what it needs. So it's a no-win situation. If you don't get the toxicity out of the body, you're never going to have optimal health, much less lose weight. Here's what Isagenix is basically in a nutshell. We load our body with this optimal nutrition, all right? And then we allow the body to do what it naturally does, and that's cleanse. When you get the toxins out, the body can perform to its optimal capacity in everything. 2 of the products I want to kind of tell you about are the shakes and the Cleanse for Life. The protein in the isolene shakes comes from New Zealand. In New Zealand, you cannot inject your cows with hormones, steroids, or antibiotics. So none of that is in these shakes. They're only grass-fed, and the grass has never been treated. From the milk to the powder form is sent through a fine mister, and it's never heated to a boiling point, unlike the United States, where the FDA requires that any pasteurization of a product like that has to be boiled. Well, when you heat something to a boiling point, you ruin all of the nutrition in it, all of the vitamins, minerals, and bacteria, right? So they're maintained and sustained in the isolene shakes because of the undenatured process. It's got 23 grams of protein. It's got 18 amino acids, which rebuild our cells. It's got a little bit of sugar in it, the right kind of sugar. It comes from beets, and that's mindful. In order for the nutrition to be delivered to the brain, you want a little bit of sugar in it. It's got the perfect combination of a 40-30-30 makeup, composition 40-30-30, so 40% carbohydrates, 30% protein, 30% fat, and that keeps you satisfied longer. We have the 80 ionic trace minerals, and you're just not going to find these in not only any other shake out there, but any other product. John Anderson, the formulator of Isagenix and all the products, is known as the Mineral Man, and he's put these minerals in all of the products. Now, why do we need the minerals? The minerals literally provide the pathway to the cell. So it opens up the cell to receive the nutrition. And then the final thing he puts in there is the digestive enzymes. The digestive enzymes, the liver the nutrition into the cell. And so it's a complete food, and you feel full. So what you're doing is you're packing maximum nutrition into minimal calories. Okay, so if the goal is weight loss, a person can still lose weight. But the bottom line is everybody needs the nutrition. Weight loss, weight gain, stabilization, whatever it is, it works for everybody. The other item that I want to talk about is the Cleanse for Life. The Cleanse for Life is an aloe vera based drink, and it's only, the aloe comes from just the heart of the aloe vera, not the leaves and everything else. It also has all the minerals, so the delivery system is there, and the digestive enzymes as well. So basically, when you drink the Cleanse for Life drink, it's a pathway for the body to allow the toxins to leave the body. The way the system works is you have a shake day and a cleanse day. On your shake days, you have 2 shakes and a regular meal, a balanced regular meal, we hope, and then a cleanse day. And on that cleanse day, you just drink the Cleanse for Life. You drink it 4 times throughout the day, and you eat these little Scooby snacks, we call them, that keep your blood sugar real level. So every 2 hours, you're putting something into your system so your body is still metabolizing, yet not digesting. So you give your digestion a break, you let the toxins leave your body, and then the next day you fuel up with maximum nutrition again with the shakes. What we need to remember is there's a lot of other cleanses out there. It may be a liver cleanse, a colon cleanse, a kidney cleanse. The Isogenics cleanse is complete. It works on the cellular level. It's not a cleanse where you're going to need to be close to the bathroom ever. Okay, so people would come to me and they would say, you know, I want to be the healthiest I've ever been. And I can put them on exercise routines, I can give them what to eat, but here's what it looks like. The overall picture, 20% of overall health you can manage with exercise. So if you exercise 5-6 days a week, you're getting that 20% in. That other 80% is literally with your diet and rest. And now we have the rest of the equation. It is my final tool for my toolbox in my profession. So I challenge you. Do what I did. Prove me wrong. Give it a try. Basically, bottom line is this. If you don't get your health back in 30 days, you get your money back.
And researchers at the University of Illinois at Chicago have conducted clinical trials and published the results. What they found was that the subjects on Isogenics products lost more body fat, lost more visceral fat, showed greater adherence, and showed greater improvements across several cardiovascular biomarkers in comparison to a leading heart-healthy diet. So it's not just anecdotal evidence, we've now got results of published clinical trials. And many top athletes love Isogenics because it's quick, it's easy, it provides a complete macronutrient meal, and they have many other products specifically designed for the athletes.
Athletes know that performance is driven by more than just passion, discipline, and training. To reach your performance potential, your body requires a complex balance of nutrients that boost lean muscle, energy, and drive.
Without personal drive and ambition, my Olympic dreams would have fallen short. Without the proper nutrition to fuel our bodies, we can never reach our full potential.
Whether my role is a mom or a fitness competitor, a mental strength is as important as a physical strength. If you don't have the drive to succeed, then what you look like on the outside won't matter.
Nothing boosts confidence like performance. I remind each person I train and speak with, you get out of your body what you put into it.
I thought I was happy with the nutritional products I used in the past, but Isogenics has taken my game to a whole new level.
When I was introduced to Isogenics, I could tell instantly it was the perfect fit.
This is easy, it's accessible, it's the perfect answer.
No matter what success, you're pursuing, health and wellness is one of the things that we all have to pursue.
Pro athletes require the utmost in healthy nutrition for peak performance. So it's vital. I only recommend products that work.
I'm looking for more organic. I'm looking for more things, more pure that I can put in, know the benefits I get for it, and keep rolling.
A big achievement in my life was attending the photo shoot for my second cover to Oxygen magazine, only 9 months after my daughter was born.
I try to diversify my workouts as much as possible, and the Isagenix products give me what I need to stay dynamic.
My energy within 4 or 5 days was unbelievable. I was able to get through workouts and wanted to keep going.
The drive to be one of the best volleyballers propelled me to the Olympics 5 times, winning a gold and bronze medal. Isagenix helps me to maintain my healthy lifestyle.
Some people don't realize that they're getting a full macronutrient meal instead of just a protein shake.
Me just knowing consciously that I'm getting the best nutrition possibly on the planet in my body in a matter of moments is just awesome. I feel younger, I feel youthful, I feel amazing.
Of really trying to educate people on how to take care of their bodies, how to take care of their systems, and more importantly, just how to live a better lifestyle.
Besides keeping me fueled on the track, Isagenix also provides my lifestyle with more opportunities for financial freedom.
As a sport nutritionist, I love that my recommendations for products have worked for my athletes and have also created an extra income for my practice.
When you're passionate about products that help you, the energy is contagious. Share this passion and your Isagenix business is sure to grow beyond your wildest dreams.
The athletes of Team Isagenix aren't here because of paid endorsements. They're here because they know what these products can do. It isn't just the hours of training, the will to compete at the top level, nutrition to fuel your drive. It's all of it. Let Isagenix help you bring it all together.
In 2009, the Nobel Prize for Medicine and Physiology was awarded for how chromosomes are protected by telomeres in the enzyme telomerase. And as an ex-veterinarian, I was fascinated, amazed, and very excited by the science and the research behind this amazing youthful aging product.
Recently, we have discovered that the science of human aging is really pretty simple. We age because our cells divide and our telomeres get shorter. What's a telomere? Well, to answer that, let's zoom into a human's 100 trillion cells. Every cell contains a nucleus with genes and chromosomes. If you zoom in further, you see that the chromosomes are made up of DNA molecules that are 100 million bases long, coiled up like a slinky. There are long, repetitive sequences of DNA at the end of each of our chromosomes. These sequences are called telomeres. When a cell divides, the genetic material inside that cell needs to be copied. This is called DNA replication. During this process, enzymes that replicate a strand of DNA are unable to continue replicating all the way to the end, which causes the loss of some DNA. And the ends, if you remember, are where the telomeres are. At birth, we have about 10,000 bases. But as we age and our cells divide again and again, we lose those bases. And at 5,000 bases, we begin to die of old age. As telomeres get shorter, humans begin to experience the general effects of aging. Loss of muscle, failing memory, poor eyesight, lack of energy, and slower recovery after exercise. The bottom line is this: when cells divide, telomeres shorten. And bad things happen when telomeres get short. Research we completed in 1997 established that humans also have an enzyme called telomerase that can lengthen telomeres. This research was so significant that in 2009, it was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine. I lead a team of scientists pursuing this line of research, and we are virtually the only scientists pursuing it. Our recent collaboration with John Anderson's 30 years of formulating experience is yielding results beyond anything we have ever experienced. It won't be surprising to see many companies trying to enter this space and begin marketing products touted to support telomeres. But I know from my research, not all telomere products are the same. One company is leading the way with a complete system that not only addresses the causes of aging, but also provides a credible product system to effectively support healthy telomeres. This remarkable research may one day reveal the secret of living a longer, healthier life. I am grateful for the opportunity I've had to share it with you.
And this is a proven business model. It's been proven over 15 years to work. So why build a business? Well, different people have different reasons, but the majority of people want to lose a few kilos, to have more energy, to stay young for as long as possible, to make extra money now, and to also increase their retirement income. Some want to help others with their health and or their finances. They just want to help others. And on the front page of The Age, published recently, the headline was "The War on Wages." And what it says was that in real terms, Australian workers are being paid less now than they were in 2009. And so there's a lot of people out there who want more income now. They want to be able to spend more on holidays, on travel, on their homes, on their kids' education, cars, charities, and entertainment. And some want to reduce their hours in their normal job or business and be able to work from anywhere, whether that be at home, on a boat, on a motorhome, or overseas. I mean, basically, you can build this business anywhere that you've got phone and internet access. Ultimately, they want to have the freedom. That is, both time and money. And some want to set up an additional ongoing residual income for their retirement. They understand the current reality for many people as presented in the following 60 Minutes report.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but if, like me, you've been dreaming of retirement, then it's time to wake up, because it seems retirement is a word we can no longer afford to speak.
All right. Excellent.
Is that all right?
That was great, Charlie. Well done.
Thanks, mate. Actually, you might find it a little depressing, because there are 3.5 million of us in Australia, you and me, over the age of 60, with no prospect, or very little prospect, of ever retiring. Really, it seems that the dreams we might ever have had of putting up our feet might be just that, dreams. What do you think is the future of retirement? What do you realistically think?
I don't think there'll be a concept of retirement. Retirement is a word from another age.
Way back in the 1990s, I wasn't even thinking about retirement when the nation's treasurer, Peter Costello, told us it wasn't an option. And today, that advice hasn't changed. Peter Costello is now my boss at Channel 9, and I'm, well, a bit older. Look, I'm of retiring age. You're the chairman. When can I go? When should I go?
You ought to keep going until you drop.
Work till you drop. Yes, it's all coming back to me. That famous or infamous Costelloism.
Work till you drop. It wasn't my best vote-getting line.
No.
But it was true. I think there are people that thought at 65, 67, 70 they might have enough to retire on, but they won't. And it's been a very testing investment climate. And I'd say to retirees now, better take a big interest in this, because investment returns are going to be really challenged in the years ahead. We used to have 5 taxpayers for every person in retirement.
Yes.
Soon it's going to be 2. And we just can't carry that. More people in retirement on pensions, less people in the workforce paying tax.
Mm.
The equation doesn't add up. It can't be done.
Peter Costello provides a social and economic argument for a later, much later, or never retirement.
When the age pension was introduced in Australia, and we set the retirement age at 65, life expectancy was 55. That is, we expected everyone to die, on average, before they got the pension. Right? Now, of course, at 65, you want to go on the pension, your life expectancy is another 22 years.
Yep.
It's a very different world.
A different world indeed, Mr. Treasurer. Today, the most common age for a living Australian is 66. From next year, they'll have to be that age, 66, to qualify for the age pension. But an even bigger worry for oldies already facing high housing costs and very low interest rates in their life savings is a lack of superannuation. The average super balance of an Aussie reaching retirement age is hovering at around $155,000.
So nice and slow.
So many Australians, like Ingrid, have no choice but to follow Costello's keep working advice.
Nice and slow on the way down, and
Now, you love it, but let's face it, you need the money.
absolutely.
Now, anybody can build a business. Your age, education, or current economic circumstances are not important. We all started at the same level with the same opportunity. But to build a business, we have to think differently. We've got to start thinking about multiplication, not additional hours. We've got to start thinking about possibilities, not our current reality. And see, what happens for most of us, we've got a certain income level, whatever that may be, from all your different streams of income. But what we have to do is we have to budget and live below that line. And one of the ways we've got to start thinking differently is we've got to imagine, okay, what if I was making extra, say, $600 a week or $30,000 a year? And you can put whatever figures you like in there. But just what if I was making that and I had a new income level? Then how would I budget? How would I live? What would be different? But truly, guys, we need to flick this mental switch and start thinking differently about what if, the possibilities. And Isagenix have a large range of products that include supplements and food. And basically the food has all of the good stuff and none of the bad stuff. And when you join Isagenix, you're joining the number 26 company in the top 100 direct selling companies in the world. Last year, 2016, it did $924 million turnover. And it's done over $5 billion in sales since 2002. So when you join Isagenix, you're joining a very solid company with a proven track record. And to qualify for the bonuses, you need to purchase products with a business volume of at least 100 BV of products each month. And we've got a whole range of different products. And you can choose whichever products you like. And they've all got different amounts of BV on them. And all the products in your initial order have got a 30-day money-back satisfaction guarantee. So you've got nothing to lose. You can purchase whichever product mix you choose. You may just want some energy drinks and some food bars. You may want the youthful aging products. You may want the meal replacement, shakes and bars. You choose. And absolutely anybody can build a business. We've seen this because even people on unemployed New Start allowance recipients, pensioners and low-income earners, they can all afford it because they are all buying food already. And Isagenix has some of the best food on the planet. And so instead of buying all of their food from Coles, Woolworths or wherever, they can get some from Isagenix. And on day one, they may become a member for $25 and then order one lot of shakes and one lot of bars. That'll be providing them with another 24 meals. A total outlay of $130, includes delivery. And then they can set their auto ship for every 14 days. So on day 15, they order one more lot of shakes, one more lot of bars, pay the delivery, it's only $105 now. So they've got another 24 meals. But now they would be active because they've done over 100 BV in the last 30 days. And they're now qualified to receive all of the bonuses. 14 days later, they do the same thing again. And as long as they keep ordering like this, doing over 50 BV every 14 days, they would continue to be active and qualified to receive all of the bonuses. And so if you look at this, the cost of each meal is only about the same as a Big Mac. It's only about the same as a Big Mac, but the nutrition's miles in front. And you can run a global business for about $50 per week and actually eat your overheads. Because a lot of this is just transfer spending. You were spending money on food anyway. And there are numerous bonuses and incentives. And we're just going to look quickly at the rank advancement bonuses, the product introductory bonuses, and the team cycle bonuses. Now, don't worry about understanding all of the bonuses now. You'll soon get familiar with them over time. 50% of the BV of each product is paid out in team cycle bonuses each week. That's how come they can pay out so much money. And they've done over $5 billion in sales in the last 15 plus years. And tens of thousands of people are getting paid every week. So the bottom line is, even though you may not understand it properly, the compensation plan works. There's no doubt about that. The compensation plan works. So let's just have a quick look at some hypothetical examples. Just supposing you were to roll and activate, right? It's only $25 if you're on auto ship. When you do that, you get a website, business tools, and training. You become active by purchasing a minimum of 100 BV of product monthly. And by purchasing at least 50 BV of product every 14 days, you will remain active. And then you want to be on auto ship to maximize your bonuses. So the first rank advancement bonus you're going to receive is becoming a consultant. This is where you introduce one person on the left team, one person on the right team, and you and them are all doing over 100 BV of product. You then become a consultant, you'd get $50. Crystal Manager is when you help two of your people that you've personally enrolled become consultants. And if you get that done within 60 days, you'd end up with a total of $500 in rank advancement bonuses. And then there's product introductory bonuses. These are earned by sharing qualified packs or systems with a new member on their initial order. And these bonuses vary depending on the product pack or system purchased. The 30-day weight loss system is very popular. In it, you get 4 lots of shakes, which provides you with 56 meals. You get 2 lots of the Cleanse for Life. You get an isogenic snack. You get the Ionic Supreme. You get the Natural Accelerator and the Isoflush. It's got a $25 PIB, 222 BV, and costs $358 currently on auto ship. And you can share the concept with as many people as you like. In Isogenics, we only build 2 teams, a left team and a right team. And we get paid team cycle bonuses. Now, this is where the ongoing income comes in. Now, to understand how these work, I want you to visualize your organization with the business volume bank account below each of your left and your right sales teams. And as sales occur anywhere in your marketing organization, whether you personally enrolled those people or not, BV accumulates in each of these business volume bank accounts. And this occurs for both reorders and new enrollments. And every time you, as a paid as consultant, accumulate a total of at least 600 BV on one side and 300 BV on the other side, you earn 1 cycle, which equates to about $60 Australian. So it all starts with you. You've got to be doing a minimum of 100 BV. If you introduce someone on the right team, you'll see 100 BV appear in the bank account below the right team. If you introduce someone on the left-hand team, you'll see 300 points in your left team bank account. And then as more people are added and more product is shifted, more volume is added to your 2 teams. And every time you get to 300 points on one side and 600 points on the other, you'll do another cycle. And this will just keep adding up. And then we get paid weekly. So here in this particular situation where you've done 5 cycles, you'd be paid that the week after you've done them. So we get paid weekly, but it's a week in arrears. And the good news is it's a non-flushing binary. This means that any points that you have remaining at the end of the week go towards your next week's cycles. In this particular situation, you've already got 150 points in the left team and 450 points on the right team. And this goes towards your next lot of 300 and 600. And there is no limit to how far down in your organisation you paid the bonuses on. In Isogenics, we get paid on unlimited depth. The volume keeps accumulating for you until you achieve 250 cycles a week. That'll be $15,000 a week or $780,000 a year. And you may then qualify for a re-entry in another business centre. And there are no geographic boundaries either. Currently, we're only in about 14 countries around the world. But their goal is to be a totally global company operating in over 80 countries. So we're only just getting started. But we've got to think differently, because you can get paid bonuses on products consumed by people you've never met, way down in your depth in your team, and they may live in countries you've never even been to. So we've got to start thinking differently. And most people who join Isogenics only want to use the products. But history has proven some will want to build a business. And what we found, if you sponsor about 20 people, you're likely to find 5 who want to learn and build a business. But we have to think differently. You teach, they teach, repeat. So just supposing you go out and you teach 5 people, you enroll 5 people, you teach them. And each of those go and get another handful. They get another 5. So then it'd be 25 at the next level. And those 25 at that level, they go and get another 5 each. So again, here it's important to understand, you've got a handful, you've got 5, and each of those have got 5 who've got 5. It's not 500, it's not 50, it's just 5. But everybody's just getting a handful. And then if this goes down another level, there'd be 625 at the next level. And if that's repeated, there'd be 3,125 at the next level. So now, in total, there'd be 3,905 people in your organisation. And if everybody was doing 100 BV of product per month, you'd have a group turnover of 390,500 BV. This would give you 433 cycles per month, roughly 100 cycles per week. And at $60 per cycle, that would be $6,000 per week, or $300,000 per year. And everybody is just being taught to get a handful. But guys, we've got to think differently. You're teaching people, they teach, repeat. What we've found is that this spreadsheet helps a lot of people understand just exactly how a network can grow. What we've got here is some of the different products that Isagenix have. And this is the BV of each of those products, the dollar value, the cost of them. And then in this column, we can go through and we can change the number that's being ordered. And so here we'll put in 2 of the shakes and 2 lots of bars. And then what the computer does, it then automatically goes through and multiplies the number by the BV and does the same for the cost. And then it totals it up. So we can see here we've got 112 BV, $180 plus the $15 shipping, $195 total. That's one of the examples that was shown in the video. And then we can go over here and we can look at it and have a look and see what happens when you enroll people and they enroll other people, and it shows the potential income down here if what is ordered over here is duplicated by everybody in here. And so initially we're going to look at it and say, okay, you introduce 5, right? Who introduced 5? Everybody just gets a handful. It's not 500, it's not 50, it's just 5. And you can see what's happening to the income, right? It's going through the roof. And this is because we're teaching people to teach people to teach. Massive time duplication. And one of the things that I did, I had a look at this when I first got involved with networking. And one of the things that I looked at, I said, okay, well, what happens if everybody doesn't do as much as I do? And so I looked at this example. I said, okay, what if I get 6, but they don't do as much, and they only get 5? And then those people only get 4, who only get 3, who only get 2. And you can see here, even if it's still just the 2 shakes and 2 lots of bars, and that's been duplicated, but nobody in the organisation has done what I've done. I've introduced 6, they've introduced 5, who've introduced 4, 3, 2. It's still making over 100 grand a year. And I promise you that helped me a lot. And then one of the other examples we can look at here is what happens if instead of getting 5 or 6, everybody just gets 3. Who get 3, who get 3, who get 3. Everybody's just getting 3, that's all. And even if everybody was still just doing 2 lots of shakes and 2 lots of bars, that'd still be $32,000 a year, $600 a week. And then look what happens if we educate people about the products and we help people understand about the youthful aging product, Isagenesis. The income goes up dramatically. And then if we add in ionics, brilliant product, e-shots, right? And of course, what happens, the more product you put in, the more it goes up. I mean, it's just amazing. And this is just with everybody just doing 3. And this is just still a small sample of our product range. And see, and you can look at it here and say, okay, well, what if everybody was just to do the youthful aging product? Still good money. And what if you had some uni students and they were just interested in the energy drinks? Still making over $600 a week. And if we go back to this example, then of course, what you'll find is that the more people you put in, the bigger it's going to grow. but this has helped a lot of people understand just how a network can grow. And we have a very simple and effective training system that we use to teach people to teach people to teach. It's at teamfsi.net. And you've also got the people that introduced you and the people upline from them as well that also want to help you to succeed, because it's a win-win situation. So quickly to recap, as Mary Evans mentioned, we all live in a toxic environment and consume toxins. We all need to get rid of the toxins. And fat is building up to protect our organs from toxins, so we want our bodies to release the toxins so it can then release the excess fat. And our food is nutrient deficient. For optimum health, we need all of the essential nutrients, the essential vitamins, the essential minerals, the essential amino acids, and the essential fatty acids. And telomeres are our body clock, and we all need to do whatever we can to support our telomeres. I can assure you this is a proven plan for financial freedom, but to achieve it, we have to think differently. I mean, even if you were doing just one cycle per week, that'd be $60 per week or $3,000 per year. And to make this amount of money, you would need $100,000 invested at 3%. And if you were doing 10 cycles per week, you'd be making $600 per week or $30,000 per year. And to make this amount of money, you would need $1 million invested at 3%. And if you were doing 100 cycles a week, you'd be making $6,000 per week or $300,000 per year. And to make this amount of money, you would need $10 million invested at 3%. Now, you can set up an ongoing income, but you've got to think differently. It's a different way of thinking to looking at investments, whether it be real estate, stocks, shares, or money in the bank. But you can get the same result, ongoing income. But you have got to think differently. Again, it's a proven business model. There's no doubt about that. Over 220 of us have made over $1 million in cumulative bonuses. Some are in their 20s. We've got people that are single and others that are in partnerships. And there's over 25 of us Australians that have done it. But we've all had to learn to think differently. And now we're going to watch a quick video from the first 3 Aussie ISA millionaires.
Before Isogenics, we had a traditional business and we didn't know any better. We thought we were doing fine, but we were struggling.
We joined Isogenics January the 18th, 2011, memorable day. And once we started taking the products, as Paul said, his results were extraordinary. My results were amazing. We were both feeling great. And people were coming up to us and asking us what we were doing. So it was really easy to share it. Really, really easy.
Before Isogenics, life was actually really good and it was pretty fantastic. And I guess we just thought that it was normal to be busy and stressed and overwhelmed and tired. And we had a 2-year-old and I was managing 2 businesses, and Jono was getting up at 4:30 every morning because he was a personal trainer, and so why wouldn't you be tired, by the end of the night?
We just thought that was normal, and that, to be away from your family as a trainer in the morning, for me, was normal, and that's how things were going to be.
The doctor told me I had to lose 10 kilos. And I lost that 10 kilos in the first 30 days and 17.5 kilos in 90 days and kept it off for the 6-year period that we've been involved, which is fantastic, and that's the hard part.
I didn't think I had any weight to lose. Being a personal trainer, I thought I was fit and I thought I was healthy, and I was always assessing people in regards to their fitness, and I actually lost 8 kgs in 30 days.
His 6-pack turned into an 8-pack. So very nice. Yeah, I felt like a fog lifted off my brain that I didn't even know was there. So I was getting more done. I wasn't stressed. I didn't have that feeling of overwhelm. I felt great because I'd lost 6 kilos that I'd been trying to lose ever since I'd had Isaac, and it was just like, I just want everyone to know that they can feel better, because I didn't know that I could feel better.
We're changing people's lives, and that's the great thing about it. By helping others become successful, we become successful, and that's what we love about this business, just sharing the stories. We have time freedom now. Suzanne and myself have been on 16 fully paid trips in 3.5 years. and we're just going on a few trips coming up. So we're really excited about our time and our freedom right now.
A day in our life starts stress-free. We are working hard, but that's our choice because we have so many incredible people that we want to link arms with. But a day in our life is when that $ doesn't control what time you wake up or what you do every day. It's absolutely peaceful.
The flexibility in knowing that if we decide next Wednesday we want to go to the beach all day, well, we just can, you know, or if we just want to jump in a plane and go to Thailand next week, we can. And, you know, we don't have to ask anyone, and we can do anything that we choose to do.
Life now is, we have, you know, the option, the choice, the freedom that we want. We can do what we want when we want, but we also know that as long as we continue to come from a place of help, a place of service, that, you know, Isagenix will continue to take care of itself and things are only going to get better.
I always say, this isn't for everyone. This industry isn't for everyone. This is for someone who wants more in life. If you want more in life, if you feel you want to give your children more in life, your grandchildren more in life, life is beautiful and life is for the living. So if you're given an opportunity to have more experiences, would you be prepared to give it a go? That's it. Give it a go. Don't be part of someone else's dream. Step into your own dream.
Our vision is to mentor, help and teach over 1 million people to become, number 1, healthy, number 2, become wealthy, and number 3 is to be happy and have fun and travel the world together. And that's a mission that we really does come from our heart.
And a friend of mine recently told me not to limit it to just 1 million. So now we're thinking of millions. And I'm glad we said yes.
Now.
I believe that everyone should at least know about Isagenix, and everyone should definitely try Isagenix, because this is a gift that should be shared with the world, and my intention is to share it with the world.
There's a whole another life out there, and we are living it at the moment, and it really is, with this company, achievable for anyone. So just try it. Just take 30 days and just take a really close look, because it could change your life just like it has ours.
Over 220 of us have made over $1 million in bonuses. So how would you live if you also had a large ongoing residual income being paid to you each week? For more information, contact the person who shared this video with you. Thank you.